Hey, peace, y'all. Last grainy video, I promise. Here we are at the old power box. This is part 4, the last part of the electrical on the old China shop here. We've added the 5 circuits, the 220 and 4 110 320 amperes and the 30 amp in the middle for the RV. So we got the RV plug for the trailer out back. My trailer has all the old equipment in it, charging system, fridge, microwave, radio, 12 volt circuits, all that stuff. The whole shooting match from the old RV we used to have. So we had the guy put the electrician put an RV plug outside, plus a 110 with the GFI, all waterproof, or weatherproof, I should say, outside, plus the 2 110 circuits for our lights and outlets that we put in ourselves and our welder. So let's go take a look at what we got going. Pretty excited. All the lights are on and working. There's only one of the company lights that Sherry's company gave me. Remember, they gave me 5 of those. We got 1, 2 there. We got 1 over there and then 1 in the back. I've got 1 more I'm going to put here. I think I'm just going to tie it in to the power here, the old power, and put a switch, and that's easy peasy. No big deal. We still have plenty of stuff left to do that. But look how nice and bright. We don't have the Christmas lights on, but that's. Let me back up. That's all the lights are turned on, plus the lights in here. That's pretty bright. That's pretty bright, as you can see. We're starting to get the place cleaned up, set up a little bit, moved some things, but that's for the next video. This is the crazy LED thing, man. You can't even look at it. The wife bought me for Christmas, and I put that little fixture in just so I could use that light. And with all the cut and grinding, scribing lines, dike 'em, all that kind of stuff, grinding, sanding to a line, you really need bright light. So it'll help us with the sander over here as well, because we can aim those lights. Nice. We're just super excited that it's finally all done, right? Our circuits that go out. This is the 110 GFI. This is the 110 30 amp for the trailer out there. Not crazy that he didn't put a junction box here like we did with our switches and stuff here. Would have been nice to have this just. But you know what? I have boxes left. I have all kinds of stuff left that the company gave me. And the company is Sherry's company. When I get all caught up, when everything's done and the go-karts are all built and I've got nothing to do and I'm an old man, I'll probably go outside, kill the power on these circuit breakers, and I'll probably end up putting boxes in here just to get that a little. Then again, I don't know, we can probably pull it right down a bit. I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. You got to see how I did all my wiring, man. I mean, it's all double wires here, all right on top of each other. Everything neat and clean and tidy. That's the way I like it. And when the electrician came and he saw that I had a bunch of this already wired and how I was doing it, he says, "You're kind of particular about the way you do things, aren't you?" I said, "Oh, yeah. Yes, I am. Ask my buddy Chuck. Chuck will tell you. Come on, Bub, let's load up. Let me help you load up." Richard, my brother Richard, too. They just start piling stuff in the trailer, and I got to tell them, "Boys, just go sit down. Just go pull out a chair. Just go sit down and let me load the stuff up, because everything has a place, and I can't drive down the highway knowing that everything isn't in its place in my trailer." Not quite as bad as my brother Kenny, Bob, but it's dyslexia. I admit it. I like watching the Monk TV show because I'm not as bad as him, but I get it. I understand. So, yeah, all the wiring comes down through here. He turned the corner here with his wires and ran stuff in, but I wired all this stuff here. We only had one little problem. All the outlets worked as soon as we turned the breaker on. The lights worked here. Both of these worked, but when I turned this switch on, this light didn't work. Okay, so we have lights in this junction, light circuit and outlet circuit. And what I had was, I don't have this stuff out anymore. I just got done putting all the electrical stuff away. the big red wire nuts. Wired some of the hots and commons, even some of the ground wires. Mostly the hots and commons were at some point when you're doing pigtails. Sometimes there's 4 solid copper wires coming together at the same time. Sorry about the microphone there. And so it's hard to get the thing started, the wire nut started. And when you strip the coat, what do you call it? The insulation on the wire, the individual wires. If you don't use the right size stripper for the correct gauge of wire, say you use one that's a little bit smaller, it'll leave a mark on the actual copper itself, right where you clamp down to cut and then pull it off, where you cut the insulation. And so when you're putting those wire nuts on, I'll be honest, my fingers were so sore and tired. I was using the lineman pliers, right, and putting these things on, cranking them down tight, and they'd start to twist. And if you left a mark on that copper when you were stripping the insulation off, it would break. It's just like scribing a line and then snapping something, you know. So what happens? We had a hot wire broke up inside of here, and once we fixed that, then this worked. But this one didn't work. We had lights all the way down to the lathe, but this one here, we turned it on, it wouldn't work, and we had a set of commons in here that the same thing. You just start wiggling them around, moving them around, and you'll see one, boing, it pops loose from the wire nut because it was broken. So just 2 little spots, wasn't so bad. Not for a guy that's not an electrician to be doing stuff like that. It wasn't so bad. I guess we didn't do too bad, but we're super happy with this. Electrical done. Part 4 in the can. I got a bunch of other things going on here. As you can see, there's some things missing. Some things have been moved around. That's coming up in the next video before we're done here today. Godspeed, God bless. Hang in there. If you don't know electrical, call a professional, because I wish I would have right from the get-go. Godspeed, God bless. It's RPM time.